Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be talking you through a price tiers module, which is a discount module for CubeCart version 5, which is available from noodleman.co.uk. The purpose of this particular plugin is to allow you to apply discounts at tier levels, either by percentage or by fixed amounts, and you can lock those into specific customer groups as well. So I'm going to just dive in, show you how this works, let you get a feel for it, and go from there. So what you see at the moment is the general configuration screen, and here we just have some license information. All of my plugins require you to have a valid license to be able to use them, and also all of my licenses include support and maintenance agreement contract terms. Now you can extend those, reduce them. There's more information available about the license in my support and maintenance agreement, which is available from my website. I won't go into any more detail about licenses, that's a whole different topic. Okay, so customer groups. Now the customer groups allow you to select which customer group you would like to either apply or modify tier level discounts for. Now we have a built-in group here, which is all, and this is your default catch all, apply to everybody discount, unless it is being overridden by a group membership. So this is kind of like your fallback, and if you don't have anything configured here, then effectively it's not going to apply unless you're explicitly in another customer group. Now I have two tier groups, two customer groups even set up. One is called heavy discount, and then I'm using the default of all. All will appear regardless of if you have configured customer groups. It's just a built-in sort of catch-all scenario. So I'm going to go ahead and just configure in a moment various tiers for both the all group and the heavy discounts group, and then I'll show you how that works. License key is related to the license information above. This is just a development key that I use. You can try and use it if you like, but it's not going to work for you as it's locked to the specific domain. Discount type, fairly self-explanatory. You can choose whether your values, which we'll configure in a moment, will be as percentages or if they will be a fixed price discount. So the first thing I'm going to do is configure the all customer group, and I'm going to just configure fairly basic levels here. So I'm going to do 10 of them. You can use this green plus button here to add additional fields, and you can add as many as you need. So let's add 10 gives me a 1% discount, 20 gives me 2, 30 gives me 3, 40 gives me 4, 50 gives me 5, 60 gives me 6, and 70 gives me 7. So the first column here is the amount of money, i.e. the subtotal that your customer has to spend to be able to activate this discount, be it either a percentage or fixed discount. So in this scenario, spend $10 and get a 1% discount. Spend $20, get a 2% discount, and so on. So I'm going to save this information. Before I save, the red symbols here, the little red crosses, if you want to remove a field, you simply remove it. 77. Now, you'll note here, I've put them in a specific order. What actually happens when you save, it will actually put them in the order from the lowest value to the highest value automatically. So it doesn't really matter which order you type these in. Okay, let's save that information. Okay, that is now saved. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to configure my heavy discounts group. Okay, so all I've done is I've chosen heavy discounts, and it automatically is updated here saying price tiers for heavy discounts, so I know which group I'm actually working with. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to do values 10 through to 70, but I'm going to give it much higher discount rates this time. Let's add a bunch of fields. So 10 gives me 10%, 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40. Now it's worth mentioning at this point the values here. You can actually put these to 2 decimal places. So if you want to, add very specific discounts, like 10.51% or something, then you can do that. We round to 2 decimal places because you can also use the same for currency value. So you could do a discount of $10.21 or something. So we use 2 decimal places for everything as far as the values go. Okay, so I'm going to save the heavy tiers group. Okay, so that's now saved as well. So let's just check that that's applied correctly. So I'm going to just go back to the all group, and we can see here price tiers for all, and I can see the variety of configuration here. And let's go back to heavy discounts, and we can see I have my discounts here. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my test user, my customer, into this heavy discounts customer group. And this is just so I can show you in a moment from the front of the shop the differences in how they get applied. Customer groups. I'm going to add heavy discounts to my test customer. Okay, right, that is all of the configuration done from the admin side of things. So now I'm going to show you how this works from the customer perspective. Okay, so here's the front of the test store. This is just a bog standard default installation of CubeCart version 5, and I'm using the default skin as well. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to view my test product. Now, this is a $10 product. And you can see here we have discounts. And this particular piece of information here is pretty dynamic, and it's configured within your skin. All of the information you see within this table here is completely configurable. You simply have to define in your skin how you want this to look, feel, behave. There is an example in the installation guide for this plugin. If you're not confident in what you're doing with HTML and editing templates, I'm available to be able to help people to get something specific to your skin. But the out-of-the-box example works, with the default CubeCart installation. So the discounts area here tells us, how much the customer has to spend and able to qualify for a specific discount. Now you can see here the discounts are in percentages, and this is the all group that we configured earlier. Now it's the all group because we're not logged in as a user, so we can't look up any group membership for a particular customer. So we check, hey, is there any configuration for the all group? If there is, we'll display it. If there isn't, well, there's no discounts going to apply at that particular point in time. So we can see here, the amount of discount and what that would actually lower the price for each additional item, or for this particular item that we're viewing. Now these numbers will change depending on the products that you're viewing and give you various information. So let's go ahead and change from the admin side the discount just from percentage to fixed, just so you can see how it looks from the front end. So save that as fixed price discount. I'm just going to refresh the page. So you can now see that the discount amount is in a currency. So it's fairly quick and easy just to chop and change between them. So I'm going to go back and just change this to percentages, as I really like percentages. And refresh again. There we go. Okay, so let's add one of these items to my cart. Okay, so we can see this product is $10. I've added this particular product to my basket here, but my total is not $10, it's $9.90, which matches this first tier here. So let me add a couple more. Let's add one more. And we now have 2. So again, we've applied the discounts here. So we're at this tier now, so it gives us a 2% discount, and 2% off of $20 is $19.60. So we get an actual live total here dependent on the total spend. So let's have a look at the actual basket. Okay, so here we can see we get a breakdown of our discount this time. So it's a lot easier to see rather than the first screen we were just looking at where it just gives you the total. Here it actually breaks it down and tells you how much your total, your discount actually is. So we can see that we've put two of these items at $10 each, which is $20, and our subtotal is $20. But we're also applying a discount here of 40 cents, and that's because we're at our tier level of $20. So I'm going to add 4 of these items and just update the basket. And this will put us at a higher tier level. This will give us our 4% discount. And there we go. So it's recalculated based on the next level, the next tier that we've achieved. So I'm going to empty the basket here, and I'm just going to give you another demo logged in now as a particular customer. So let me empty the basket. This is my development environment, so it's being a little slow. Let's click that again. There we go. There we go. Okay. Right. So what we'll do now is log in. And this is just a test user. Now this is the same user that we added to that heavy discounts group earlier. And log in. Okay, so there we go, we've logged in now as this test customer. So let's go back to the home page, and we can still see the prices for this customer group are the same as the previous all group. Just in case you're not aware, you can actually define different prices based on customer group, but for the purpose of this example, all the prices are the same regardless of customer group. So let's have a look at the product. Okay, so the first thing we'll look at here is the discounts area again. Now this is the same information as before, but because we're in a customer group which has different values, we'll see those values here, and these are specific to this customer group. So these are my heavy discounts that I defined, and you can see here we have the various prices dependent on total spend. So let's have a look, view the basket. And I don't have an address, so let's just save that. Okay, fine. Give it some dummy data. There we go. Save. Okay, so let's view the basket again. Now we have an address, and we can see the total discount here is $1. Remember, that was 10% for 10. We get a 70% discount for spending $70. So I'm going to put in a quantity of 7, which will give me my $70, and just check this is working properly. So we can see here by spending $70, I've just got myself a $49 discount. So if I'm the customer, I'm happy at this point, but it just allows you to see how this works, depending on your group. So if I was just to log out right now and just add 7 of those to the basket again, we can see my discount here is $4.90. And that's because this time we're using the all group, because it's not been overridden by a different customer group. Now, something to consider here is, what if you've got customers in multiple customer groups? Well, there's no real way to distinguish which tier we should be applying discounts. So in that scenario, we use the very first one returned, and the way that is ordered is in the the order that they were created. So the first group you created will apply to your customer, not any after that. So it's just worth bearing in mind in case you have quite a complex setup with lots of customer groups. So I'm just going to check out, and I'm going to do this as my my test user, and then I'll just show you the order from the admin area. And just check out here, so the total discount updated again. Let's close that. Now I'm going to have to log back into the admin area. Okay, so here's my order. And again, we can see here that this customer has ordered 7 of these, but we can see we have discounts here. And it's important, obviously, for your financial records to be able to keep track and what was applied as discounts and other bits and pieces. So that's up and running. So this is pretty much it for this module. There's a comprehensive installation guide. It's fairly straightforward to install. There are a few hooks that need to be added, and from the skin perspective, it's pretty dynamic. There are some smarty variables which dynamically get created. You just need to basically design how you want the information to be presented on your product page, if you wish to use it at all, and then you basically make it look and feel as it needs to for your skin. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm available via the CubeCart forums, or you can message me through YouTube or through my website, noodleman.co.uk. Thank you very much.